Hi everyone, this is Kirtana and I am a sports psychologist. One of the questions I get asked all the time is how do I become more disciplined? It might come from parents of athletes, it can come from athletes themselves, entrepreneurs, anyone, to be honest. And I find this question really interesting because almost everyone seems to think they have a discipline problem. An athlete says, I know what I need to do, I just don't do it consistently. A student says, I keep making plans to study, but I don't follow them. Someone trying to stay fit or get fit says, I can do this for a week and then I fall off. And sometimes, honestly, I ask myself the same question. But the more I work with athletes and the more I observe my own behavior, and the more I think we're all asking the wrong questions. Maybe the question isn't how do I become more disciplined? Maybe it's how do I make it easier for myself to do it or to do the things that matter to me consistently, right? And that's a very different question. So today, I want to talk about discipline. What I think we get wrong about it, what I see in athletes, the 2 out of 6 rule, I've started talking about or thinking about rather, and how you can actually build consistency without turning your life into a military training camp. I think we've confused discipline with perfection. I think social media has completely changed the way we think about discipline. We see somebody waking up at 5 a.m., they run, they lift weights, they meditate, they journal, they eat perfectly. They may read 30 pages, they work for 8 hours, and then they somehow have a green smoothie at the end of the day. And we look at that and think, well, that's discipline. But actually, I think a lot of what we're seeing is just highly edited version of someone's life. And more importantly, discipline isn't the same thing as doing everything perfectly. Because if your definition of discipline is, I have to do this 6 days out of 7, the first time you miss Tuesday, you failed. And that's where the problem starts. You don't just miss the workout, you actually start telling yourself, I'm not disciplined enough. Then I'm not consistent. And then I never follow through. And suddenly, one missed session becomes an entire identity. And really, that's not particularly helpful, especially for athletes, because athletes are constantly dealing with things they can't really control. Say injury, travel, competition schedules, fatigue, exams, family commitments, bad sleep, and sometimes just having a bad day. So, if your entire sense of discipline depends on never breaking your routine, you're really going to struggle. I have worked with athletes who tell me, I want to train 6 days a week. And I completely understand why. They've got a goal, they want to improve, and they want to make it to the team. They want to compete at a higher level. They want to become better. So 6 days maybe sounds ambitious, or maybe 6 days into 2 workouts a day, 3 workouts a day, or 3 training sessions a day may sound ambitious, but then life happens. They train on Monday, they train Tuesday, Wednesday doesn't happen, and suddenly they're thinking, I've ruined this week, right? And that's the part I want to challenge. Why did one day, or rather, missing one day, ruin the week? If your goal was to train 6 days and you've trained five, that's actually 5 days of training. But psychologically, you've turned it into zero. And that's an all or nothing mindset. And we see this everywhere. I missed one run, so I'll start again on Monday. I ate something I didn't plan to eat. So yeah, my diet plan is entirely ruined. I didn't study today, so I'll start probably tomorrow. I didn't finish everything as per my to-do list today. So today was unproductive. We're constantly turning one imperfect action into evidence that we are an inconsistent person. And I think that's where we need to change the conversation. This is where my thinking around the 2 out of 6 rule comes in. Just to be clear, this is this is not like a magical psychological formula. It's just a way of thinking about behavior, and I find it particularly useful. So instead of starting with "Can I do this 6 days a week?" ask "Can I do this definitely twice?" And that's it. Two. If you want to run, start with 2 runs. If you want to strength train, start with 2 sessions. If you want to study, start with 2 focus sessions. If you want to journal, start with 2 days. If you want to work on your mobility, start with 2 sessions. You get this, right? Because what we're trying to build first is in volume. We're trying to build reliability. You want to prove to yourself when I say I'm going to do something, I can actually do it. And once, twice becomes, or rather, two becomes normal, maybe you can move to three, then four, then five, and eventually maybe six. But you don't start at six simply because six is what the ideal version of you supposedly does. You start where you actually succeed, where you can actually succeed. And I think there's something really powerful about that because every time you keep a small promise to yourself, you're collecting evidence. Evidence that says, I can trust myself. And I think that's incredibly important. We talk about confidence all the time in sport. Well, how do you believe, or rather build confidence? How do you become a mentally stronger person? How do you believe in yourself? And yes, there are a lot of psychological strategies we can use. But one very simple thing is give yourself evidence. If you repeatedly tell yourself, I'll run tomorrow, and then you run tomorrow, that's evidence. I'll tell you, if you tell yourself, I'll study for 30 minutes and you do it, that's evidence. If you tell yourself, I'll go training, even though I'm not feeling particularly motivated, and then you go, well, that's evidence. And you're slowly building that relationship with yourself, and that relationship matters because eventually the question changes from can I do this to of course I can do this, I've done this before. And that's a very different psychological position, right? And this is where I think another misconception comes in. People often say, I just need more motivation. But motivation is incredibly variable. Some mornings are exciting, some mornings you're not excited, some mornings you're inspired, some days you're exhausted. And if your behavior entirely depended on how you felt, right? You're going to be inconsistent. But I also don't believe in simply saying discipline beats motivation. I don't think that's simple. Motivation matters for sure. Your reasons matter, your goals matter, your enjoyment matters, your environment matters, your recovery matters, and all of these things influence your behavior. So instead of trying to crush yourself into being disciplined, I think we should ask, how can I make the behavior easier for me to repeat? Maybe you put your running clothes out the night before. Maybe your training sessions are scheduled into your calendar. Maybe you train with someone else. Maybe you reduce your goal. Instead of, I have to run 10 kilometers, I'm going to put out my shoes and go and run for 20 minutes. Sometimes it's reducing the friction, which is more useful than trying to manufacture more motivation, right? And I want to make this personal because I don't want to just sit here and pretend like I've figured it all out. I haven't. There are days when I don't run. There are days when I don't get everything done. There are days where my carefully planned schedule falls apart. And I think I used to think this meant that I failed at being organized or disciplined. Now, I don't really see it that way. If something doesn't happen, I try to ask myself, what happened? Not what's wrong with me. Maybe I was tired. Maybe I overplanned. Maybe I underestimated how long something would take. Maybe the goal was unrealistic. Maybe I simply didn't prioritize it. And that's information. Once you treat it as information, which it really is, you can actually change something because missing once is behavior. It doesn't have to become an identity. So, if you're currently telling yourself, I'm not disciplined enough, I want to pause. I want you to pause before you believe that. Ask yourself, what am I actually expecting from myself? Am I expecting 6 out of 6 days, 7 out of 7, perfect execution, no missed days, no bad weeks? Because that's probably not discipline. That's perfection disguised as discipline. Instead, choose one thing and ask, what's the smallest version of this that I can do reliably? Maybe it's 2 workouts, 2 runs, 2 study sessions, 2 hours of focused work, 2 days of journaling, or whatever it is. Start with two, then build. Because the goal isn't to have one incredible week where you do everything. The goal is to become someone who keeps coming back. And honestly, when I think about athletes who perform at the highest level, that's one thing that stands out. It's not that they've never had bad days. They do. It's not that they never miss training. They do. It's not that they're motivated every single morning. They're not. It's that they know how to return. They get back into routine, they adjust, they learn, and they continue. And I think that's so much healthier in terms of a definition of discipline. Discipline isn't never falling off. Discipline is simply knowing how to come back. So, if you're watching this and you're trying to build a habit right now, tell me in the comments what's the one thing you're trying to become more consistent with. And don't tell me 6 things, just give me one. And if you want to, start with 2 days this week. Let's see what happens. This is You Asked, here's what I said, and I'll see you in the next one.